Hi, I'm Annie,
I'm Sam.
and welcome to Game Chat and Large Plays, where we take 3 games from our collection.
There might be new ones, there might be old ones, there might be left ones, there might be up ones,
Right ones?
there might be brown ones.
No, they're not
They're
brown.
brown ones.
And we just talk about them. Because I like talking.
Not reviews.
Oh yeah, not reviews, no.
We do reviews.
We know, no.
Even while we then describe how they work, what we like about them,
what we don't like about them, how they could be better,
who they might be for,
who they might not be.
But they're not reviews.
They're not, no. If you came here looking for reviews, they're not reviews.
No, we're way too amateurish for actual reviews.
Speak for yourself. I'm a professional.
Okay.
I'm not.
So what's the first game we're talking about today?
The first game we're talking about is Shamans.
Bet you've never heard of it.
Oh, don't bet them that.
Actually, there's going to be someone who goes, well, I've heard of it.
Exactly. It is a trick-taking game.
It is. I'm going to stop you there. It is the most underrated game ever made. Because no one's talking about it. And now we are.
Yeah.
Because it's that good.
It is amazing. Put it this way. We played it with our game group. And I think it's the first time that Neil from our game group had ever played it. He played it and he literally put it in his Amazon basket hoping that his wife would accidentally buy it because he enjoyed it so much.
It's literally a top 10 game for me.
It is so good.
It's literally in my top 10 every time I do the ranking.
Yeah.
It is that good.
Yeah.
And no one's talking about it. It is a travesty. It
is just so much fun. Our 10-year-old absolutely loves it. Is really good at it as well, actually.
We've gushed about it. What is it? You were in the middle of describing it when I cut you off very rudely. Please continue.
He is the rudest man. It's a trick-taking game where everyone is dealt a face-down card, and depending on how many players there are will depend how many shadow players there are and how many shamans there are.
Hidden traitors.
Yes, hidden traitors, yes. And basically the shaman players don't want the shadow to get the track all the way to the
there's like a well, it depends on your orientation on the table, I guess. There's kids outside who are being rather loud. Sorry if you can hear them. There's like a little board in the middle with a tug of war token that goes along the bottom. I move my hands around and realizing you can't see them. But yeah, there's a little board with a token that goes across, and every time someone can't match the suit of the lead card, that token moves closer and closer to oblivion. The shadows want to get it all the way to oblivion, and they instantly win the round.
They also don't want the shamans to figure out that you are the shadow player. So it's a case of kind of like...
Because there's also these sort of special abilities you can get where you, like daggers, you can get like dagger tokens, and then you can activate the dagger icon to kill someone. So if you make it abundantly clear that you're the shadow, you're gonna die.
Yeah, so it's all about...
And if you die, you don't get any points.
Yeah, and it's all about kind of like... kind of trying to do your strategy in a way that it isn't obvious while also trying to win.
Like most hidden traitor games.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like with the shamans though and stuff, it's a lot safer for the shamans to actually follow the same suit and stuff like that.
Sure. But the little wrinkle that I love so much about it is those special abilities. They will trigger when you complete the set.
Yeah. Complete the colours.
So you go. Everyone goes around the round, following the trick, and then once an entire set has been completed, you activate that ability. Often that is at the end of the round, and whoever has played the highest will get to complete it and activate whatever ability it is. It might be killing someone, it might be gaining some points, it might be moving the thing back, all sorts of things. Or it might be swapping identities.
Swapping identities, yeah. That's always a fun one.
But if you don't follow suit, you immediately play that to the tableau, and if you complete a set with that, you immediately activate the card. So you could be a shaman wanting to... on the good team, you don't want the token advancing, but you also have a really good idea who the shadow is, and you have a dagger token, and you have the last card in a set to activate a dagger. Yeah, you're going to play it, you're going to move the token, you're going to help the shadows, but you're also going to kill the shadows. So...
yeah, it's yeah.
And once you start, like, 4D chessing it, you start thinking... well, I've got the highest in my hand now. I just need to wait for someone else to play the other card, and then I can activate it. And then it's great.
Yeah, it is really good. And it's like, if the shamans win, every shaman who is still alive will also win and get those points. Dead ones don't, because they're dead.
Same for the shadows.
Same for the shadows.
If any shadow wins, they all win.
Yeah, there was more in...
unless you're eliminated.
Yes. Is there, there's 2 shadows in, is it
5 player?
In 5 player. 2 shadows in 5 player, less than 5 players, and there's just 1 shadow.
Yeah.
But yeah, we played it at 5, like, with our gaming group over the past few weeks, and it has been a starter game for us because our 10-year-old just really wants to play it. He's trying to Neil won, was it the first time we played it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dexter managed to...
and then Dexter
won
himself. And now they've got this little competition.
Dexter's silly good.
He's
silly good
Dexter
at it.
is our 10-year-old.
I don't know. I don't even know.
He is so good.
He's just really good at it. I'm there with this wealth of gaming knowledge behind me, and I'm just like...
yeah.
Can't do it.
He is so good. But I think it's because it just kind of matches with how his brain works.
He did also want to be in this video. Did he tell you?
No.
Yeah, he was like, if you're going to talk about shamans, can I be in the video? And we were like, no.
He's not tall enough.
Well, yeah, he's not tall. He won't like, he's about this tall.
You
can't even see my hand, so you can't even see him.
Maybe eventually.
But also, we're recording this at night. He's asleep.
Asleep.
He'll be lying in bed listening to what we're saying about him.
Yes. And then be like, don't praise me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He'll wake up in the morning, but I heard you last night.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the exact face he would do.
It is the exact face he would do.
But he
just
also...
with less beard.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But he also does that just before he's going to give you a hug, though. He acts like he's really mad at you and then just gives you a hug. And I'm like, I'm so confused right now. But yeah, Shamans.
I think it is his favourite game, though.
I think
Shamans is his number 1 favourite game.
Yeah, Shamans, yeah. He also does like Kabuto Sumo, though.
He also really likes Kabuto Sumo. He also likes King Domino.
I love King Domino.
And then he also likes the classics like Munchkin and Exploding Kittens.
Mm.
No, he does.
No, I meant for me. Mm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm a champion. I will always champion Exploding Kittens. I think that game's great.
Yes.
Like, people say it's all luck, and it's like, I don't think it is.
Is Exploding the Kittens the one where you can nope and then a super nope?
Possibly, yeah.
There's so many nopes.
Or is that Unstable Unicorns?
No, it's not. Oh, Unstable Unicorns.
I
was drifting away, apparently.
Yeah, out of frame.
Yeah, I was like...
Bye! Anyway, we're not here to talk about Exploding Kittens. Have you got anything else to say about Shamans?
The art, the cards.
I was going to mention the art. I was like, have you got anything else? Oh, well,
yeah,
actually, I've got something else to say.
I mean, as you keep on saying in our videos, we're shallow gamers.
It's all about that art.
No trouble. It's all about that art.
The artwork of Shamans is
also
really good.
It's really good. It is really good. And it's so poppy, like in your face.
My favourite thing about the art of Shamans is how... See, they're in a whole set for a 5-player game. You get 1 to 8, and that's the largest amount you can have. Is 1 to 8, but the artwork on it evolves and changes and develops and gets more complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like the 8th card is like the planet's almost been fully terraformed or whatever, and the number 1 card is like the dungeon started. So it's yeah, and it's really pretty.
It is so pretty.
It can be hard to tell about which colours are which though.
Yeah, I found
It's
that.
a really weird choice of colours. There's like a pinky red, there's blue, there's green, there's yellow, purple, and then there's like grey.
Yeah.
And then
orange.
Is it orange?
It's more like a burnt orange, I think.
Yeah, it's like a brown orange.
Yeah. But
weird choices.
You play with more colours the more people there are, don't you?
Yes.
So yes. But then you also play with more numbers as well, with more people.
Yeah, at 5 player you play up to 8, but 3 and 4 you play to 6.
Yeah. It's good. It's so good. It's so good. I love it.
We really like Shamans.
We love Shamans.
What's game number 2?
Game number 2. Game number 2 is Earth.
That's your stage, Annie. That is your stage. Spoilers, I don't like Earth.
The world is a stage, and the men are merely players. Earth is... Okay, we don't knock everything.
Yeah, I've got stuff down here, and I was about to sit on it.
Yeah. Earth is good. Earth is a tableau building game. And it's the fridge.
Keep going.
Earth is a tableau building. You're freaking me out, man.
Freaking them out too.
Earth is a tableau building game where you have a
Carry on. I'll listen intently now.
No, that's even worse. What if I say something wrong? What if we do something wrong?
I'll just stare off into the distance.
I can go... Nope. Right. As I keep trying to say, Earth is a tableau building game where you have a board in front of you, and then you will play certain types of cards. You've got plants, like different types of plants. You've got fungi. He's great at parties. You've got fungi. Ferns, I think. There's loads of different types of flowers, and
plants in general.
Plants in general, yeah. And then they all some of them tend to score off each other. On the board, there are actions you can take. It's a bit like Wingspan in that regards, almost. There's different actions you can do on the board and stuff. But the good thing is that when someone's taking their action, if they do it as their main action, everyone else gets a lesser action. So they're not sitting around just like, oh, hurry up, you take too long.
The simultaneous play is what a lot of people tend to like about it.
Yes, it is.
Not
good.
me.
He doesn't. He really doesn't like. I have no one to play Earth with now.
So simultaneous play, everyone gets to do something on a turn, right?
Left.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not in Earth. No, it's like, oh, I'm going to play a card, and it's like, that's great. I will also play a card. I play one card, and she goes, oh, I also get this, and this, and this, and this. It's like, well, I've already done my bit of simultaneous play. I guess I'll just sit here and watch the time tick away while you carry on with your turn.
Yeah, you just go on your phone.
Because you also activate all the colours of whatever action it is that you took is in your tableau.
You've got a big tableau.
If you've got a big tableau of that colour, you're activating them all one after the other. And so everyone else is like, well, I gained 1 soil. And you're like, well, I've gained 5 soil, planted 3 plants, grown several things, all at once. And it's like, okay, well, I'll just sit here and wait for you to finish that then. Like, it's the simultaneous play is the aspect of Earth that everyone always celebrates the most. But in my experience, it just doesn't work that way. You are still sat there for ages watching everyone else do their engines while you're sat there twiddling your thumbs.
I don't find that. I
No,
find
because
that...
you're there chaining things off from each
Well,
other.
get better.
It's not about getting
No,
better though, is
I
it
know
really?
it's not. But the artwork is so nice. And
Is it though? It's literally the photos.
the photos are so nice then.
On that record, actually, I don't mind that it's photos. That wasn't meant to be a criticism. It's just artwork so nice, not true. It's serviceable.
Photos are so nice.
It's just I like that it is photos, because then it's the natural world, and it's like, this is the actual natural world. This is not an artist's interpretation of the natural world. This is the actual natural world that you can go out and see with your own eyes. So I appreciate that, but also it's not really artwork I would look at and go, wow, ooh, yeah.
My thing is that, like, I think I have a soft spot for it because I really like nature and biology and all that stuff. But then I also really like tableau building games. Like Everdell is one of my favourite games.
But this is the thing. I also like naturey stuff. I also like big decks of cards that you use to build a tableau engine. I really like Everdell. I really like Arc Nova. I really like Ares Expedition. I fairly enjoy Wingspan. I like all of these games except Earth.
I really like it, and because he doesn't like it so much, we don't play it anymore. But then that's my sacrifice because I'm not a big fan of Ankh, so you don't get to play that much anymore, do you? So it's not that I don't like it, it's just I find it very hard. I'm sorry. But yeah, I really enjoy Earth. But we haven't played it in so long because I'm not going to make him play a game he doesn't enjoy. Otherwise he's just
I'm not going to play Earth.
It's just
especially as, like, the other aforementioned engine builders I have literally just mentioned are all better, and I would rather play and give me the exact same feeling, but better.
The thing is though, it's like, if you sit down and play a game with someone and you can tell they clearly are not enjoying it, they're clearly not enjoying the game, and then that makes it a miserable experience for them, and then a miserable experience for you because you can tell their heart's not in it. And it's like that. So do you remember that session of Earth where I literally just needed one event? Yeah.
And any event. I didn't need a specific event.
Did you get any?
Just one event to complete the points that I needed. Just one. And I spent turn after turn after turn after turn digging and digging and digging. There's loads of events in the deck, but the deck's like 400 cards. That's not an exaggeration. There's 400 cards. That's like twice the size of all these other engine builders.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's plenty of ways to get through it, but they're not enough for me to find one single event of any kind. I wasn't even fussed. So yeah, you could tell from that gameplay that I checked out. I was like, I don't care anymore. Yeah. There's literally one thing I want to do, and I literally can't do it. The game's not letting me do it.
We're not.
And I think I lost that game, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because I didn't have those points. Because I couldn't find one event.
He doesn't like it.
I really don't like Earth. And that wasn't like the only session either. That was like the second session that I started not enjoying it. And I played it at least twice more after that. I was like, no. Just no. So I gave it more than a fair shout.
Yeah, you did. It's not like you played it once, was like, ugh, no.
I just, yeah, really did not like it.
But no, but I mean, we're not solo gamers, but I've been tempted to play the solo mode just so I can play it again. There is a solo mode, right? There is, yeah. So yeah, but maybe. But we've got so many other games, and if I play a game, I'd rather play a game with him. Because it's our thing to do together.
Oh, that's sweet.
Alright. No.
Anything else to say on Earth?
It's round.
Not the Earth.
Oh. I really like it.
Yeah, you said that.
Okay. I love it.
What do you like about Earth that you don't find in other similar games? What is that special sauce for you that I'm clearly missing on?
I think for me, it's like there's nothing in Earth that other games don't necessarily have. I think it's just for me, it's just that for me it kind of does it better, but in my opinion, not yours, because I like that everyone else can take a less that action thing, but I know that you don't.
But like that's the same in Ares Expedition.
Yeah, but we haven't played Earth since we've had Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition.
Because it's better.
Yeah, so now I love Earth, but I think Terraforming Mars does it better.
I'd rather play Terraforming Mars.
But I don't have,
Ares Expedition.
So yeah, but I didn't have any experience with Ares Expedition before we got Earth. So my opinion on that was just based on not having Ares Expedition. But Ares Expedition does do it better.
Yeah, it is. It is way better.
But it's just
the problem with Ares.
Can't I have all the pie?
The problem with Ares Expedition is it's tied to Terraforming Mars, so everyone goes, yeah, but it's not Terraforming Mars, is it? It's like,
no, it's prettier.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's way prettier. You're right. It's not Terraforming Mars, but it is a better version of Earth. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. I love Earth. Come on, hit me up with some love for Earth, please.
Thankfully, though, it was only 30 quid.
What, Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally backed it because it was 30 quid. And it was like, yeah, may as well.
He was more like, yeah, may as well. I was like, oh, it's so nice. I love it. It looks so good. I'm so excited. Oh.
And then it ended up being one of the hottest games of 2023. Yep. And I hate it.
Yeah, because you like to...
I think I'd rather play Lost Ruins of Arnak.
I
still want to like Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Yeah.
I do not want to like Earth. I've had my time, more than enough of my time with it.
What is the third game we want to talk about?
Well, if you saw our video last week, you might have a bit of a guess. Because we filmed Voidfall.
Yes, yeah, Voidfall.
We filmed the unboxing for that as soon as it arrived. And I remember saying at the end of that, this probably isn't going up today because I'm not editing it now. I'm going to be busy reading the rules. I did read the rules. I also edited it. And I also tried to get it out on time, and I think I was about an hour late. But
it was an hour.
It was only an hour. It still got out. There were more bits of editing I wanted to do, and I forgot. But yeah. Sacrifices you make to get the unboxing out on time. And then we had a response from Nigel Buckle himself, and I was...
He fanboyed a little bit.
Oh, yeah. If you go through the comments, you'll see me going...
Squee! Yeah.
But don't worry. I did actually also read the rules. All of them. And we did finish watching Paul Grogan's How to Play video. And we did actually play it.
Yes.
We played it twice.
Yes.
Which isn't a lot. I did think maybe we should not talk about it in this video. But
it's amazing.
The only other candidate that I wanted to talk about might be a bit spoilerish.
True that.
So, we got another new game like a couple of weeks ago. We filmed an unboxing for that, and it won't have gone up by the time that this video goes up.
Yeah.
It's next week's video. So I didn't want to spoil that one with B-roll, and then the unboxing goes up, and it's like, yeah, but we've already seen what's inside from your own videos, and it's like,
yeah, exactly.
I feel like I'm diving too deeply into the YouTube process here, when we literally only have about 30 subscribers who, it doesn't really matter, does it? Really?
No, but, gives you something to do.
Yeah, you know what else gives me something to do?
What?
Talking about Voidfall, which is what we should probably do.
It's good. It's a...
First impressions. First impressions are pretty good.
Yes. It is a 4X game.
It's a 4X game, largely. When you look at it on the table, you go, oh, it's like Twilight Imperium and Eclipse. And you're like, yes, but...
no.
But it's not a true 4X in the same way that they are. Because I think the most defining element is that there's no randomness, there's no dice rolls, there's no luck. When you go in to take a sector, you know beforehand whether you're going to win it or not.
Yeah. There's no dice rolls.
It's
for
simple
it.
maths. It's, okay, well, I outnumber them, so I win.
Yeah, there's no dice rolls or anything. So
Which is fine for me, because that's one of the things that really annoyed me about Eclipse. I think Eclipse is a great system, but when games can go on for like 4 hours, and then you roll a pivotal dice roll and it doesn't go your way, and the rounds are so tight that there's no fixing that. It's like, well, I guess. It's more of a casual, fun time with friends than like what I'm usually looking for. And Voidfall is what I'm usually looking for, is something a bit meatier and brainier.
Yeah, but it's absolutely amazing. The artwork is awesome as well.
Didn't take us long to get to the artwork then.
No. Sorry. The artwork is so nice though.
It is pretty nice.
It's so nice. We also got the upgraded resources and tokens and stuff.
The metal ones,
The
yeah.
meta ones. Oh, they're so nice. Oh my gosh, they're so nice. They're like really like nice.
Should we talk about the game though? Like the actual game itself.
Yeah, the game is awesome. There you go.
We didn't do the tutorial, as it was highly recommended. I went down like BGG forums as well, and
Dangerous.
there was Nigel Buckle in there going, yeah, we really strongly recommend that you do the tutorial. And one of the people at Mindclash, sorry, it's there again. One of the people at Mindclash was like, yeah, you really should do the tutorial, and I was like,
Nope.
no.
No.
And you know what? It was perfectly fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
I mean, if you're used to lighter games, then yeah, you should probably do the tutorial. But for us who have already played things like Anachrony and On Mars and stuff, which are which have a high intensity of iconography and a lot of interlinking systems and options that you can do in different ways you can go, we learned those just fine without a tutorial.
Yeah.
We figured we would with Voidfall, and we did. I mean, I read all the rule books. We both watched the How to Play. The tutorial just felt excessive. I wanted to cut straight in and play a nice full game. So we did play a nice full game, and it was really nice. And I'm really glad that we did.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. It's just, and with the some games when the iconography is a bit heavy, I can get a bit of icon blindness, so I can be a bit like, I am so overwhelmed because I don't know what any of this does. There's so much stuff. What the hell am I doing? But actually, by the end of the first game, you kind of get used to iconography a lot. And with the second game, I only had to ask you 1 or 2 things just for clarification. Yeah.
I find the iconography in Voidfall is more like a language. By which I mean, once you know the basic building blocks, it's really easy to figure it out. So like, for example, the word bat, it has a B, it has an A, and it has a T. When you know what B, A, and T, what sounds they make, you can put them together and you can instantly recognize that says bat. You don't have to think about it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Voidfall's the same. It's like, oh, there's a picture of a hex, which means a sector. There's a picture of orange squiggly fingers, which means corruption. And then there's a red stop sign. So that means a sector with no corruption. Simples. It's actually really simple.
It is. And I know that I think for people who aren't used to a lot of iconography in games, it might be a bit daunting. But actually, if you stick with it,
because you don't have to learn every single individual icon in its encompassment.
No.
I guess it's almost like Chinese characters. Because they like to combine things and create a single pictogram in a way.
Mm.
It's like that. It is almost exactly like that. You get a single pictogram, but it's made up of smaller little ones that you already know the meanings of. So you just have to stitch them together in the right order, and you can figure it out yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just but no.
It's remarkably intuitive is where I'm going with this.
Yeah, definitely. It's like Anachrony though. Anachrony, now we're just straight, we know what everything means. We don't have to reference any symbols.
Yeah, but in Voidfall, if we got a strange symbol, chances are we wouldn't have to look in the book. We would just go, oh, it's got that bit, that bit, that bit, and that bit. So that means
put
it's
it all
this.
together. Exactly. So, but no, it's like it's so good. Also, it's just on the cover. Like it's like the Voidfall logo. It's like raised.
Yeah, they've seen the unboxing.
They might not.
They've
have
seen
done.
us gush about it.
They might not have seen it. They might have been like,
That's true.
I'll go watch that.
If you haven't seen the unboxing, go watch it. Thanks.
It's just us squeeing for ages.
Yeah, and begging and apologising.
I didn't beg.
You did a little bit.
What did I beg for?
Subscribers.
I did not beg for subscribers. I said, if you like what we're putting out, like and subscribe.
So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Can't even finish the sentence.
He's begging.
I can't even finish the sentence.
You beggar.
Anyway.
Yes.
Do you have any negative thoughts on Voidfall? Any apprehensions?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Not yet. Well, we are only 2 plays in.
We're only 2 plays in, and we've only done the starter factions, haven't we? We haven't done.
Yeah, we haven't done the more complicated factions because, yeah, we weren't going to do tutorial, but we weren't going to jump in the deep end either.
But like with the other factions, are they more asymmetrical?
Oh yeah, hugely.
Because I love asymmetry.
Like the civilization tracks are completely different. They get their own focus cards to sub in. Some of them even have their own home map tiles.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
We're doing that next then.
Yeah, we haven't delved into them yet, but
I love asymmetry in games where you've got your own thing and like everyone else has different things and stuff, just because it's like just so that you can like fine tune your own rather than just generic actions and stuff. Do you have anything you don't like about it?
You know I do.
I can't remember what it was.
Okay, so the insert.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be in for a bumpy ride.
The insert is generally really good. Mindclash do pretty good inserts. Anachrony was really good.
Yeah.
Perseverance is really good.
Yeah.
Somehow they managed to give you these massive boxes full of stuff and organise it in such a way that it's actually really easy to get out and get and play. Voidfall is exactly the same. You know, it even gives you display trays. Like the lid of the Voidborn tray also doubles up as a display for the agenda cards. So you've got the decks on one side, the board in the middle, and then the available agendas on the other side. It's really ingenious, yeah. And they gave you an extra tray just to put the technologies in, which is great. Especially when, like, you want to have a look at them, but they're at the opposite side of the table. The other person at the opposite end of the table just has to hand you the entire tray. It's so nice. It's really good. Except...
I thought it was going to be a but.
But...
There you go.
But there is one element of the tray which is really, really annoying, and I'm still trying to figure my way around it.
Counterintuitive.
Mm-hmm. So basically, all the cards stored for each house are stored in separate trays that are stacked on top of each other with no lids. For some of the factions, it's not entirely clear which one lives in which tray. Unless you know what technologies they get bundled with, and obviously 2 plays in, we don't. So I've turned the card that has what house they are upside down at the bottom of the tray, so that if you flip the whole stack upside down, you can see all the way down who they are. Except they don't have lids, so you take the tray off and you've left all the cards behind. So,
yep.
And it's an absolute mess. Furthermore, every scenario tells you specifically which 8 factions you need to use. 4 of which are NPC factions and 4 of which are player factions. And especially in lower player count games, you're not going to use all of them either. It's like, here's a selection, here's a selection. But the cards for NPCs and the cards for players are all intermingled in the tray. So if you want to get an NPC faction cards out, you've got to get through some of the player cards just to get to the NPC ones. And on the flip side, to get all the player cards, you've got to get through some of the NPC ones.
Yeah.
It's
It's a pain.
It literally doubles the setup time. Having to find the right factions and then get the right cards out of the right factions, and then when you go through the selection process of selecting which ones of those you are actually using, you've then got to put the ones you're not using back.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I'd rather that it was organised by card type than by house, because then it's like it would be useful for like for like the focus cards, because not every faction has focus cards. So them being in the same tray means, oh, I'm having these focus cards. I don't have to think about that. But when it comes to like the technologies, because the technologies are all associated with houses, but you have to have a tableau of technologies for your scenario. I wish the technologies were stored separately, so that you can just get out the technologies for your scenario, regardless of what house they're paired up with.
Yeah.
And the same for the Fallen houses. I just want to get out the 4 Fallen house cards separately to everything else.
Yeah.
Maybe even like have the origin cards paired with their respective technology card. But I don't need all the house stuff stored all together, all at the same time, all the time.
Yeah. It's annoying.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, it's a great idea in theory. And it would actually be a great idea for any other game. Just not the way that Voidfall works. The way that they have the scenarios, the way that you have to be able to get certain houses out. Like, if it was just a free-for-all and it was like, pick whatever technologies you like, pick whichever factions you like, it really doesn't matter, then fine, because I could just pick 8 random factions and that'll be it.
Yeah.
But because it's you have to get these specific ones, you've got to find these specific ones, and they specifically have this specific role in this specific scenario, there just had to be a better way to do it.
Yeah. But they didn't. Like...
It's my only gripe so far. I mean, it's a big gripe because, as I said, it doubles the setup time, which makes it a bit more of a ball ache to bring myself to actually put on the table. But it is a good game. It's a good game.
It is a really good game. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
In fact, there is a small part of me that was annoyed that I thought I had to film this now because I'd rather play Voidfall.
Yeah, but if we wanted to get it out in time, we've got a busy week.
Yeah, next week we cannot record any videos, so we're having to record this week, which means less Voidfall for me.
I'm sorry. If you...
It's 10 past 10.
Yeah, we're not doing it tonight.
We'll be here until the early hours.
Yeah. If you like this video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe and like...
I can't believe you just did that. You just chucked that out there.
I like to live dangerously, okay?
Do you find it cringeworthy when YouTubers do that? Because I do. It's really awkward.
I know, but you're the one who said the other day that we should start doing
We
it.
need to start doing something, don't we? Because that's how you... Like, it is proven that you ask, you get. Whereas if we don't ask, you don't get. Like the Voidfall video where we spent 4 minutes begging and apologising weirdly.
Yeah, apologising for
We actually got quite a few subscribers off that video.
We did.
Like, it actually works.
Really
It actually works. Why does this work? You know that YouTubers want subscribers, but you don't do it unless we ask. How does that work?
I don't know. How does that work?
I'm going to be timestamping this again as 4 minutes of apologising and begging.
Oh, does that mean we need to have to go on for
Another 4 minutes, yeah. No, I'm not. No, we're not doing that. We're not. No, please stop. Anyway.
Anyway, we've been Large Plays, and we hope that you have a good morning, day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Let us know where you're watching from. That would be really cool.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you make it this far.
Yeah, and while you're at it, like and subscribe.
Anyway.
If you got this far, thank you very, very much. And
you're a special person if you made it this far.
Special, yeah, very.
I not even I've made it this far. I checked out 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I see. So you were just on autopilot with your massive rant about part of the
I
insect then.
disassociated.
Yeah.
I've really just come back into my body now.
You disassociated
wow.
because it's such a horrifying experience for you.
It's a mild inconvenience.
It's a mild inconvenience. The love of the game far outweighs for me. But then
I'm always worried when I've got like a negative bugbear that I ramble on about for a while that it's like, oh, he doesn't like that game. It's like, no, I actually really do like the game. It's just there's like tiny little niggles.
And when it's a niggle though, you kind of tend to latch onto it and then go on a little bit of a
case in point, this outro's gone on for on. So we need to wrap this up now.
We're wrapping it up.
Thanks for watching. We've been Large Plays.
Yep. Bye.